Hi guys. Sorry I'm late. I was on the phone. I'm sorry. Personal stuff. Oh, I was in here. I was trying to put I'm coming. I was trying, guys. I'm sorry. Right. Anyway, how are you? Um I was on the phone. I was trying it ran longer than I thought. I'm sorry. Dang it. I'm mad at myself. Because I would have actually been on time. Hey, Curious Katie. Um, wow, that's so weird. It's showing nobody is in chat. It's showing 0. And I know there's obviously people in chat because I see you. Dude, that's so weird. Oh, it just balanced out to 162. That was so weird. Anyway, so I've been wanting to read that the meth smuggling incident report for probably like a week or so. I've had it on my list to do, and there's always like tons of stuff that comes up. I haven't. Oh, I forgot to do my settings. Look at my lip again. Oh, shoot. I have to feel like I constantly need chips. Dang it. Oh well, you guys. It's just the lighting. But anyway, yeah, so finally I'm like, you know what, let's read this real quick. And then I'm actually after I do that, I'm actually gonna get off and I am going to do a freaking timeline and a map thing. But I wanted to do this real quick. Okay, so let's read and I found most of the people. So I found everybody involved except one person in this whole meth thing. So all the inmates that were all involved in it. One person I can't find because I think I can't read the one letter. I'm spelling it right, but hey, interrogation files, yay! And this, hey Sonia, hey Gucci, Dark Sea, yes, Dark Sea, Harley's here. Definitely not Wayne. We got Garth here. I'm such a dork. I don't know why that's fun. Hey, Curious Katie, Perry, Susan, and we can watch that one video I wanted to watch that was on the website too. I haven't actually watched it yet. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably already watched it, maybe, but it's the Wade supporters. I think it went up like about 3 or 4 days ago. I wanted to watch that with you guys too. Hi, Brandywine. Hey, Tony. Hey, Julia. Yes. I don't have a ton today because I want to do a couple things today, and then I want to actually get off and put together some stuff for maybe a good live tomorrow. I know I still want to do the trial. I want to finish that thing. There's not enough hours in the freaking day. Hey, Soul. Hey, Woodchipper. Sharon. All right, let me share my screen and we'll read this incident report. It's kind of interesting. So it happened in 2023. I think it's April with Wade and a bunch of inmates. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, like 5 inmates. So, and I have a picture of all of them, like I said, except one, which as we read their names, I'll share the picture. Okay. So, I don't know how many of you have you guys seen this yet? Like I said, I've been wanting to do this for the last 3 or 4 days, but there's just been so much stuff going on that I kept putting it off. But it's worth doing now. Okay. Yeah, so it was April 4/20, 2023. At approximately 6 a.m., Corrections Canine Deputy Jose Chinilis deployed Canine Kylo to conduct a free air sniff of the outside receiving area located at the main jail. And it gives the address. Due to information, narcotics are being placed there. Canine Kylo gave a positive alert at the southeast corner of the outside receiving area where landscaping rocks were laid. Canine Kylo began digging into the rocks and landscaping mesh. A gray grocery bag was recovered, which had 2 Ziploc bags inside. Each Ziploc bag contained loose cigarettes, suspected narcotics, blue baggie with crystal substance, lighters, and alprazolam pills, which that's Xanax. The suspected narcotics both field tested positive for methamphetamine. In total, 59 cigarettes, 4 alprazolam pills, 4 lighters, and 18.77 grams of meth were recovered. Detective Frankie Detective Frangie, Lee County Sheriff's Office Narcotics Unit, was contacted and assumed the investigation. Detective Frangie spoke with Lieutenant Anderson and the following members of the shakedown team: K-9 Deputy Chimlis, Deputy Hissam, and K-9 Deputy Smick. I don't know. They provided the following synopsis. The shakedown team was alerted by an inmate trustee who wished to remain anonymous. That narcotics were being brought into the facility by inmate trustee Bobby Hitchman. And Bobby Hitchman, I'll show you who that is. This is Bobby Hitchman. I have a bunch of his mugshots we could go over later, but I just wanted to show you as I was reading. So that's him. Utilizing the outside receiving area of the jail. Hitchman was coordinating with a person on the outside believed to be Lynette Acosta. Now that's the one I can't find. Because maybe I'm putting an I, but maybe that's not an I. I'll have to look it up here after. I was putting L-A-I-N-E-T Acosta and nothing came up as far as like a mugshot. Anyway, so narcotics drops could be made. Okay. So basically, Hitchman was coordinating with this Acosta, a female, so they could get the narcotics, right? Hitchman is then providing the narcotics to inmate trustee Daniel Mulcahy, and that is this guy. That is Daniel Mulcahy. And the birthdays all match, so these are the right guys, because they give the birthdays in the reports. He distributes narcotics to Wade Wilson, a white male with the date birth of May 20th, 1995. And Ed Milson Martins, which is this guy. A white male with the date of birth, blah, blah. Martins is believed to be in a relationship with Acosta. Okay. The shakedown team began reviewing Wilson's jail phone calls, which revealed he was speaking to a person on the outside, Bonnie Wiggins, which is this girl. So this is who Wilson was talking to on the outside at the time. Oh, the audio's bad? Don't worry, guys. When I get my computer, I have a whole new setup with one of those Shure mics, which should be a lot better. I know this mic kind of sucks. Is it good? Is it really bad? No, sorry. Anyway, hey, Slow Morrison, Soul, Kathy. Okay, so we have Bonnie is who Wade's talking to on the outside. Okay, so he's talking to about narcotics, right? On the jail phone call. So they review it and they hear Wade talking to this Bonnie about narcotics. Due to the suspected drops being made, the shakedown team has proactively reviewed phone calls and emails to and from inmates. Okay. It is. It's from 2023. So I said April 2023. It's really bad. Wait, is it too low? Because I could put it up higher. Is it too low or too high? Because I have it turned way down because when I was going back and forth to the video, everybody said it was really loud. But I could turn it up. I could make the thing a little higher. Okay. Anyway, so they've been proactively reviewing phone calls and emails to and from inmates. ESU was contacted and cameras were placed in the receiving area. And they're cracking down. Hey, Jane. Garbled? Huh. Some people are saying it's fine and some aren't. I wonder. Here, let me turn. Well, okay. I'll if I turn that off. All right. So on April 19th, 2023, phone calls were made between Wilson and Bonnie. So Bonnie's that girl I showed you, and Wade is Wilson. The verbiage was not direct, but implied a narcotics transaction would take place. A camera positioned on the courthouse facing the outside receiving area captured footage of an unknown vehicle parking at the bus stop at approximately 2:25 a.m. on April 20th, 2023. An unknown person is seen then running into the receiving area where narcotics were located. Here, let me make sure. Hold on. Let me make sure I don't have any videos. Remember last time? Oh, I do have a video playing in the background. Oh my God, that's what it was. Is it? Should I start over? I want to see how it sounded. Hold on. I have the mute on. That's why. Sorry. It's like I'm sorry I did that. Okay. I'm glad we figured it out. Okay, cool. Dang it. Well, hopefully it was doable because I don't know if I should read it over or not. Should I or no? Okay. So they basically set up cameras now. They're onto them. They checked the jail calls. They heard Wade freaking talking to Bonnie about, in code. They could tell it was code, but they figured it was about narcotics. There was an anonymous narc basically that kind of gave him the heads up too. So anyway, so on April 29th, Wade's talking to Bonnie, and they're talking kind of in code, and they kind of figured it out. And then they had a video camera positioned on the courthouse facing the outside receiving area. It captured footage of an unknown vehicle parking at the bus stop at approximately 2:25 a.m. on April 20th. And then an unknown person is then seen running into the receiving area where the narcotics were located. Investigation continued. On April 20th, 2023, Detective Frangie was reviewing jail phone calls. A call was placed by Wilson to Bonnie at 4:16 p.m. Wilson was agitated with Bonnie and was talking about where the package was left. At the 3:30-minute mark, Wade mentions that it was the last night to attempt because nothing was going to happen Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. A handwritten note was located by corrections deputies in the laundry room. The note read, "Was good. Dude red fell off, so I had to use the hose to handle up. It's there. Cool. It's not at the pool, bro. The bitch put it in the corner by the pool, under the rocks, and it's covered a little bit by the black tarp that's covering the rocks. Next time I'll get it right by pool again. There's an ounce of icy, 4 packs, 4 lighters. Gotcha, bro." The note is believed to be written by Wilson and has been submitted into evidence. Detective Frangie located the following messages between Macaulay and Bonnie on April 20th at 12:01 p.m. Daniel messaged Bonnie, "No, bro, went out to dinner last night, but nothing was there. Good to eat." At 1:12 p.m., Bonnie replies, "In the corner where it was the first." In the corner where it was the first, under rocks and black tarp. Surveillance footage was obtained from LCSO court operations. The video was from a camera posted on the courthouse building facing the southeast direction. On April 20th, approximately 2:25 a.m., a vehicle pulls up in front gate. An unknown person exits the vehicle and sprints towards where the package was located. The person then sprints back to the vehicle and it drives away on MLK Boulevard eastbound. The vehicle appeared to be dark-colored SUV. While reviewing jail mail, Detective Frangie located a previous photo sent by Bonnie to Wilson of a dark blue Audi SUV parked in a driveway. The photo was taken from the front of the vehicle. Analytics were conducted, revealing the vehicle was a blue 2015 Audi registered to Rhonda Hartwick, a white female. Oh, I didn't look her up. I'll have to look her up. Well, let me see if she's in like mugshots real quick. What is her name? Oh, she doesn't have a mugshot in here. Not in Lee County. Okay. The vehicle is registered to Bonnie's address. The Audi hit the westbound Pine Island Road on Pondella Road approximately at 2:45 a.m., 20 minutes after the drop. The Audi has a similar characteristics to the vehicle that made the drop. Specifically, lighter colored side view mirrors, tall light size positioning, and rear red reflectors. And then on April 26th, Detective Frangie reviewed phone calls that transpired that day. Wilson utilized another inmate's phone PM code, Robert Hudson, and called Bonnie, attempting to throw off any monitoring of his phone calls. The synopsis of those phone calls was Wilson speaking about previously selling Suboxone in the jail and Bonnie providing more to him in the future. Wilson goes on to ask Bonnie to message Hitchman to open lines of communication for future drops. Wait, I don't know. I might have Robert Hudson's. No, I guess I don't. I'll have to look him up. If he's in here, he might not. Robert Hudson. He should be, though, because he's in jail right there, right? Because he's using his card. But they don't have a birthday for him. So there's a few different Robert Hudsons. I'll have to see. Okay. The synopsis of phone calls Wilson speaking about previously selling Suboxone strips in the jail. Oh, I already read that. Sorry. Noted messages. On 4/26, Lynette Acosta and Bobby Hitchman. On 4/26, Lynette Acosta messages Hitchman, yo, what's up? What's going on? Hitchman messaged Acosta, man, this shit, so man, you wouldn't believe it. Have you talked to Red? They strip searched me naked. SMH. Shit real, but what's up with you? And Acosta says, nah, I have not. I'm going to try calling today. Take it easy, bro. And Hitchman messages her, because remember, that's their boyfriend and girlfriend, from what it said. Stay in touch, fam. We just got to be patient, big brother. I'm always working 100% Eon, lay down, like the whole whoa, LOL, FWM. Or maybe that's 100%. I don't know. Okay. Bonnie messages Hitchman on behalf of Wilson. So, but wait, Bonnie messages Hitchman. Okay. Stating it was Wilson. What are we doing? I'm still out here. Hitchman responds and states he checked and didn't see anything. Wait, Bonnie messages Hitchman on behalf of Wilson. Yeah, so Hitchman says to be more careful. Hitchman messages Bonnie's, ain't when can you do something? And what happened to the last one? Eon, like this text and shit, so we're gonna have to talk on the phone 100%. And then Bonnie says to Hitchman, Saturday night can make it happen 100%. And Hitchman messages Bonnie and states, yeah, so what happened to the last one? And Bonnie messages Hitchman, it's right next to the normal spot, over just a little bit, underneath black sheet. And then Wilson calls Bonnie from Robert Hudson's phone. And Wilson asks Bonnie if she talked to someone because he might try to deal tomorrow. And Wilson calls Bonnie for another time from Hudson's phone and says, what are we doing? I'm still out there. And Wilson calls Bonnie again from Robert Hudson's phone and says, they'll try to call Red later. And then Wilson calls Bonnie from his phone again and says, Bonnie advises that Red texts her. Bonnie's voice is very low, making it difficult to understand. Wilson asks Bonnie to read text Red and then states he wants her to check jail mail first to see what the other persons are saying. And Wilson calls Bonnie from Robert Hudson's phone. And Wilson asked Bonnie if she could check his jail mail and if he could call Red a little bit later because Red wanted to talk to him. Wilson states to make this thing happen Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. The guy we're talking to now is the main guy. He's going to grab the stuff, referring to Hitchman. Wilson states whatever he tells Hitchman is what's up. Lee Burrell, who's in constant communication with us, he should be good. He's asking about the people on the first floor, referring to Hitchman. Now we have Red on the team. All we have to do is get him there. Wilson asked Bonnie to get Red to make it happen. Wilson then states he can tell the guy right here what day and he can grab it directly from Joe. Bonnie says Saturday. Wilson asked Bonnie to text Hitchman back Saturday night. How are you going to see me, though, on Sunday? Wilson then mentions he has to watch his words because it's hard to talk on the phone. Ultimately, Wilson tells Bonnie to stay Saturday night, can make it happen 100%. Or to say Saturday night, they could do it 100%. Bonnie then tells Wilson Hitchman responded to her message. She replies, she tells Bonnie to text Red. Or Wilson then tells Bonnie to text Red. Yep, we got it from last time, and we need you Saturday night. I mean, they're on like a huge, big operation in jail. This is crazy. I guess it happens all the time, right? I mean, people get drugs in jail all the time and stuff, but okay, 10:25. Wilson calls Bonnie from Robert Hudson's phone. Wilson tells Bonnie, we're going to do the thing Jenna is going to get. Bonnie and Wilson say they're going to call her by her name, Kyla. Wilson asks for 10 strips, 2 packs of the brown, and 2 little things. Bonnie then talks about the last order. Wilson tells Bonnie to send a text about the time, Saturday, and that he's going to be paid. Wilson then asks if everything was cool with the other guy on the jail mail. Wilson then asks Bonnie to add another person to jail mail because the heat was down. Wilson possibly mentions a name and states he needs him because he's his delivery boy and it's important he has him on the team. He's my guy that runs around the jail. Detective Frangier reviewed Bonnie's profile on jail mail, specifically under connections. Bonnie sent a friend request to Daniel, that Mulcahy. That's that one guy. This guy right here. Not this guy. This guy. Anyway, at 10:41, Wilson calls Bonnie from Robert Hudson's phone. Minute mark. Oh, so Wilson tells Bonnie to text Hitchman. It's right next to the normal spot over just a little bit, underneath a black sheet. Wilson then asks Bonnie to send him a friend request to Daniel and to message him, I'm talking to dude. We're about to fly. Lincoln, I'm telling, not asking. Ooh. Martin calls Lynette's number and speaks to Lynette for several minutes from inmate Jihad Ori's PIN code. Lynette stops talking, and then Hitchman's below phone call to the unknown male can be heard. So now we have Hitchman calls Lynette. I know this is kind of confusing, all these people calling. Male states Red texted him last night, the little female that go pick him up. He got her on the kiosk. Hitchman states he has a call with him at 10 p.m. Hitchman then states he talked to him before. Oh, wait, I don't even have my thing shared. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my God, I thought I had my screen shared. Oh, I am a mess today. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I had my things shared. This whole time I didn't, and I'm sharing my screen. Dang it. I know, I just saw it. Sorry. This whole thing started off a mess. I'm sorry, guys. So, and then I shared, I was sharing that this is that Daniel. That's who she friend requested. Now, Hudson, there's a bunch of Hudsons. I don't know which Hudson. I'd like to figure out which one. They never gave his birthday. They gave everybody else's birthday. I wish I did because Hudson, Wade is using Hudson's phone a lot. And here, I want to show you. This is all the Hudsons. Hold on 1 second. Here's all the Hudsons here. So I don't know which one. There's a bunch of different Robert Hudson. This guy, there's this guy that's a bunch of things, and then you have, it's probably this guy, but then you do have this guy. But I'm thinking it's probably this older guy right here. Let me see if there's a, maybe it's this guy. Because he was released, so he would have been in there 4/23. Because look, now, it's got to be this guy then, probably, huh? Anyway. All right. I know. I feel bad that I had my screen. I'm sorry. I think it's that top guy, is my guess. I don't know why they gave everybody else his birthday and they didn't give his birthday. But Wade is using his phone a lot, you see. So he's trying to use his phone to throw off, like, ooh, if I use his reference, like the number, and use his card or what his information, like they're not going to catch me or something. I don't know. They got a little operation going on in here. Okay, so so now we have whoever, I wish I knew who Red was. So his father locked him up. Okay, where are we at? So Hitchman then states he talked to him before, said his father is locked up with him. So wait, the little female that go pick him up, he got her on the kiosk. Hitchman states he has a call with him at 10 p.m. Hitchman then states he talked to him before and said his father locked up with him. Oh, so Detective Frankie discovered that Del Toro's father, Antonio Del Toro, was in custody. Ooh, we could look him up. And Hitchman asked the male when a good day is. The male stated he didn't know, but stated he can talk to the little female and he'll know what's going on because she will make him deliver. The male states get ready this weekend and that they will have to switch shifts. He then states it would be a day shift. And Hitchman then tell the male about homeboy who was on the news but didn't want to say his name. Detective Frankie discovered Wilson was on the news that day at 6 p.m. Hitchman tells the male he will check in at the same time tomorrow. What's that guy's name? Antonio Del Toro. Let's look him up. One second. Because we do have a birthday, so. When's his birthday? April 13th. Yep, that's him. Okay. These are all him. Hold on. Oh, not all of them. Here, let me share my screen. That's him. Hold on. Yep, right here. This guy, it's this birthday, 4/13/76. So this guy right here is who this Del Toro is. Huh. I want to see something. Probation violation. Okay. Anyway, so back to this thing. I always like to have a picture if I can, but that's who Del Toro is. Okay, so Martin calls Lynette's number and speaks to Lynette for several minutes from inmate Jihad Ori's PIN code. Martin speaks to Del Toro about the future drop at making money. Martin tells Del Toro he can make $600 a week making drops. Martin tells him he is going to text him this week. Here's the noted phone call. So between Bonnie and Wilson, okay? Wade. So that's Wade. So Wade calls Bonnie from Robert Hudson's phone and discusses jail mail from Hitchman, where he references a care package. Bonnie says Red will be on the call. Red is then placed on the call with them. Bonnie confirms that red is good for Saturday. Wilson tells Bonnie to message the other guy and say they're good for Saturday. Bonnie then sent a message to Hitchman stating, okay, cool. Have mom send that care package Saturday night. And then it says, due to the investigation, Detective Frankie believed the narcotics drop was going to be conducted on Saturday, April 29th. So they planned an operation to intercept the narcotics drop that night. On April 29th, 2023, members of the Lee County Sheriff's Office narcotics had multiple UC detectives watching the receiving area of the jail. UC detectives also conducted surveillance on Wiggins' home address. At approximately 9:09 p.m., Bonnie entered the 2015 Audi with an unknown male, later identified as Delvin DeWitt, a white male. The vehicle stopped at Firehouse, and then traveled to the racetrack. And then while at the racetrack, two other people approached the Wiggins and DeWitt. The other two persons were identified as Antonio Del Toro and Tamara Paul, a white female with a date birth of September 11, 1991. So he must have just got out. Hold on a second. Because if he's out, so that means he's out of jail right now. I want to see when this booking was. Hold on a second. He would have just got out. Hold on. Because this is 29th of April, 2023, right? Yeah. That don't even make sense, guys. Look at this. We saw that the birthday matched, his name matched, right? They're definitely on the outside, right? This is April 29th, 2023. Now look at this. What am I missing here? Look, I just want to show you. Like I said, everything matched. It's the guy, his birthday, his name, everything. But look. I'm going to show you. Look. It says booked on April 14th, 2023 and released October 19th, 2023. How is he out on April 29th? Huh, that's weird. Let me make sure I had the name. That's who they were talking about on this incident, right? Oh, well, let's see here. Yeah, Antonio Del Toro. Anyway, the four individuals stayed at the racetrack for approximately 3 hours. At approximately 11:45 p.m., the individuals entered the blue Audi and departed to, that's the, I think the jail. Yeah, where they're going to make the drop. The vehicle drove past the receiving area and made circles in the area. Oh, okay. So he got out for like work. Is that what you're saying? Maybe. Because some people could get out and they could go work. Is that what you mean for trustee? They leave and they're able to leave the jail. That's true. That makes more sense. Somebody that does that has the option, is able to bring the drugs back in. Oh, okay. Is that no? Why are you saying no, Lexi? I don't know. Well, it gave a birthday though. Oh, I see what you're saying. They gave the birthday of the son or of the dad. This could be the son. You're right. So maybe this is the son. Because remember they said he's housed with his dad. Maybe they have the same name. And maybe this is his son that's out. And then the guy that they gave the birthday that they said was housed there is the guy that we showed the picture because they gave the birthday and everything. So that was him. This could be maybe his son. Is that what you're saying? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. So his son's going to do it. All right, cool. All right. So, but I don't know when people keep saying it because he's a trustee, what does that even mean? Like, isn't that just what it's like a job in jail, right? And like, it's like a high, you just showed. But when I said that, you said no. When I said, oh, because he got out for a job, he's out doing, he gets to leave the jail. But I thought you said no. Yeah, that's what I said first. But I thought you were the one that said no. Okay, yeah, that could be an option too. That was the first thing I said. Well, maybe he got jail. When you said trustee, I said maybe he left he gets to leave, and that actually makes sense too, because those are the people probably the best options to set stuff up outside, right? So yeah, maybe that's that. But they leave for work. I thought that's what you're saying, Lexi. I mean, they get to leave and go work. Isn't that what you're saying? Because this person's on the outside right now, is all I'm saying. So, and you're saying it's because he's a trustee. Well, then are you saying because he leaves for like a work release thing, like a work program where he gets to leave the jail? That's why he's on the outside. You're confusing me. Oh, okay. Okay. They never leave. I feel like sometimes they do, though. I thought. I know. Yeah. Okay. I think the conclusion is that this is his son. I think everybody's saying that. I know. I think they do have work release stuff too, but who knows? Let's just continue. The four individuals stayed at the racetrack for approximately 3 hours. At approximately 11:45 p.m., the individuals entered a blue Audi and departed to the Fort Myers, where the vehicle drove past the receiving area and made circles in the area. The vehicle returned back to the address and stopped in front of the receiving area. While under surveillance, the passenger, Antonio Del Toro, exited the vehicle and jumped over the gate arm. Del Toro then ran into the receiving area to the rear of the trash compactor. Once Del Toro exited the vehicle, the driver DeWitt circled the area, then returned several minutes and picked up Del Toro. The vehicle then traveled north onto Business US 41. While detectives continued surveillance on it, the Tactical Narcotics Unit eventually caught up to the vehicle, stopping it at the racetrack. How crazy. They think they're slick getting away with it, and they're being watched the whole freaking time. All suspects were removed from the vehicle and secured. TNT Canine Detective Sin deployed his canine Atlas and conducted a free air sniff of the vehicle. Canine Atlas had a positive alert on the vehicle. Due to the positive alert, a vehicle search was conducted. TNT Detective Acaso located 1.2 grams of methamphetamine inside of Del Toro's green book bag. Detective Acaso also located 9 grams of fentanyl, 9.2 grams of methamphetamine, and 11 strips of buprenorphine, which is, like the Suboxone. So they have 11 strips of the 8 milligram film strips. Those items were found in gray bags on the front passenger floorboard and under the front passenger seat where Wiggins was sitting. Detective Ocaso located 0.58 grams of fentanyl, 0.28 grams of methamphetamine, and Paul's zebra purse. Man, there's a lot of drugs they had in that car. Wow. It was discovered that DeWitt was driving on a suspended license. Narcotics Detective Colin witnessed Del Toro make the drop. Once the scene was clear of the suspects, the narcotics drop was located behind the trash compactor. There were 2 packages made of plastic shopping bags with tape on the outside. The packages included 8.85 grams of the meth and 9.18 grams of TW. What does TPW stand for? But then there was of meth, cigarettes, and 4 lighters. The packages were ultimately submitted into evidence. Actually, I bet you one of those Del Toros is his son in those mugshots. This is his son. Yeah, duh. Okay, look real quick, guys. It was in front of our face the whole freaking time. Look. But, sometimes we just learn as we go. I apologize, but here, I want to show you. This is his son. And that's when he got arrested. Look, 4:30. Junior. Yep. So that's the one. This is the dad that's already in there, and that's the son that just got busted. He's still in custody. Yep. Possession of a controlled substance. That's it. Amphetamine, 28 grams to 200 grams. There you go. And conspiracy to traffic amphetamine. It's in front of our face the whole time, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, that's kind of funny if you think about it. But we figured it out thanks to everybody's work together. Sorry, Alexi. Hopefully you're still here. Okay, so let's get back to that. All right, where are we at? So all of the suspects were transported to the North District substation. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Okay. So Detective Frankie conducted an audio recorded statement with Wiggins. Now remember, Wiggins is Bonnie Wiggins, that one girl that Wade was in contact with, the one that he called, which is her. Okay, so Wiggins was read her Miranda warnings and agreed to speak with Detective Frankie. The following is not verbatim and has been paraphrased. Wiggins advised she was at her home and left in the blue Audi with DeWitt as the driver. Wiggins explained that DeWitt drove because she did not want to make the drop. Wiggins and DeWitt then drove to Racetrack to meet with Paul and Del Toro. Paul and Del Toro entered the vehicle and DeWitt drove them to the 2115 MLK Boulevard, Fort Myers. Del Toro exited the vehicle to make the drop, and then they circled the area. Walkie-talkies were utilized during the drop. Del Toro called them on the radio when he was ready to be picked up. DeWitt then drove with the occupants and picked Del Toro up. Then they drove back to the racetrack. Wiggins stated there was methamphetamine, cigarettes, and a lighter in the drop. Wiggins explained drops have occurred for over a month. Red typically brings the narcotics with him for the drops. Wiggins advised she knows Del Toro as Red. Oh, Del Toro's Red. Okay. So Del Toro Jr. is Red. Okay. Right? Yeah. Okay. I was wondering who Red was. All right. Detective Frankie conducted an audio recorded statement with Paul. Paul was read her Miranda warnings and agreed to speak with Detective Frankie. The following is not verbatim and has been paraphrased. Paul stated she is Del Toro's girlfriend. Paul advised she did not know that Del Toro was going what Del Toro was going to do, and that Del Toro was going to explain after the drop was conducted. Paul was told by Del Toro that he was given methamphetamine in exchange for making a run. Paul did not have any further information about the drop. Oh, send it to me, Jordan. You guys email me if you find anything interesting. I'll share it. Okay, Detective Frankie conducted an audio recorded statement with DeWitt. DeWitt was read his Miranda rights or warnings and agreed to speak with Detective Frankie. The following is not verbatim and has been paraphrased. Oh, thanks for gifting, Darksea. Thank you. Thanks for being here too. Okay. DeWitt explained that he was at the house and drove Wiggins to meet with Del Toro and Paul. DeWitt explained he drove for Wiggins because she was tired. DeWitt did not know who Del Toro or Paul was, but met them at the racetrack. He then drove them to the drop-off place. DeWitt eventually stopped in front of the courthouse, and Del Toro exited the vehicle with a walkie-talkie. DeWitt circled the area, and Del Toro called out on the radio to be picked up. DeWitt stated he did not utilize the walkie-talkie and was doing what he was told to by Wiggins. So he's saying he wasn't talking to Del Toro on that walkie-talkie. Wiggins was just telling them, what to do, basically. Bonnie. DeWitt advised he was not given anything to drive the vehicle. DeWitt explained he did not know what was going on. I have trouble believing he didn't know what was going on. Detective Frankie attempted to conduct an interview with Del Toro, but he invoked his rights. Due to the investigation revealing that Wiggins, Del Toro, Wilson, Wade, Hitchman, and Mulcahy worked together to have narcotics delivered to the Lee County Jail located at 2115 MLK Boulevard. Detective Frankie finds probable cause to charge them each with conspiracy to traffic in controlled substance and trafficking in methamphetamine. Due to TNT Detective Ocasio locating 1.2 grams of methamphetamine inside Del Toro's green book bag, and Detective Frankie finds probable cause to charge Del Toro with possession of a controlled substance. Due to TNT Detective Ocasio locate 9 grams of fentanyl, 9.2 grams of methamphetamine, and 11 strips of buprenorphine in the gray bags that were found on the front passenger floorboard and under the front passenger seat where Wiggins was sitting. Detective Frankie finds probable cause to charge Wiggins with trafficking in fentanyl and possession of controlled substances. Wow. But yeah, so Wade was all caught up in all this. So he was probably, why do I feel like he's the one that like kind of initiated it all in a way? Little brat. Well, good. I mean, is that why I'm trying to think, because you know he got his rights taken away to communicate, right? There's that one video on that the fan page that I want to watch that I think explains that kind of. What happened? Oh, yeah, I heard his live isn't up anymore. I wonder what happened. Does anybody know why he took his live down, Pablo? Yeah, I know it's Suboxone. I said that the first time I read through it, Suboxone. That's what I got started on. I don't like the film strips. I never liked. It was they had the orange like octagon. There were 8 milligram ones you stick under your tongue and let dissolve. They taste. I remember like I used to like gag at the taste though for some reason. But the film, those strips, I didn't like those for some reason. Okay, so hold on one second. I wanted to play something here. So it's right here. Yeah. One second. I'm getting it ready. Okay, so 30 seconds. Okay. So I don't know if you guys seen this. It went up a few days ago on Wade's fan page, but I've been wanting to watch it with you guys. So this was another thing on my list. So let's just, you want to watch it with me? Not sure exactly what they talk about, but it's some live that the supporters do that they posted on his fan page or whatever. Have you guys seen it? Here, let me pull it up and you guys could let me know. I still want to watch it regardless because I haven't watched it yet. I was waiting to watch it with you guys. And then we could chat. I'll be able to chat and chat because I'll be playing it. Okay.
I want to thank you so much for adapting to the circumstances tonight. They might try to shut down our live streams, but again, they're not going to be able to silence us, and they're not going to silence Wade. We're a resilient group here, And we're going to continue to fight for him no matter what the circumstances are. So, to get started, first and foremost, we have a lot that we're going to look to cover here tonight. So, we've actually decided to break this up into a 2-part event. Again, we'll probably get a little bit creative again next time and figure out how we're going to host the next live event. But we do want to let you know kind of an idea about what we're going to be here to cover tonight. Again, we're still increasing our viewers here, so please continue to tap on the screen and make sure that you share this out as I go over this information with you, because we want to get his message out to as many people as possible. And again, we're going to record this so that we can post it afterwards. So, our next live event, we're planning to have it completed actually on Sunday. So this coming Sunday, the 25th, we're still figuring out the time. So stay tuned to our official pages, Wade Stephen Wilson official on both Instagram and TikTok, and on Facebook, Wade Stephen Wilson, for more information on the time. But we're going to plan to do another live on Sunday. Now the whole idea of tonight, guys, is we want to give you an update on Wade, of course, our number one priority here. We also want to touch on our Fundly and Go Get Funding campaigns, his motion for a new trial and acquittal being denied, and, potential new attorneys that we've been looking into. We also are going to debunk some rumors that are going around, because I'm sure everyone has seen them. There's about 1.5 million going around right now, and everyone's been sending us in these rumors, and we're really thankful so that we can make sure we can address them so you know what the actual truth is. And trust me, guys, we have receipts as well. So we came prepared here tonight. So to get started, though, let's start with an update on Wade. So it's been a little bit of a challenging week. As of last Saturday, it was August 10th. At 4:15 p.m., Wade officially had all of his phone and email communications completely shut off and revoked. So they are doing their best to silence Wade on the inside as well, because, again, I think they're a little intimidated that we're trying to tell his truth. Now, being completely honest and transparent, we are not sure when or if he's going to be getting these privileges back before he is transferred to prison, but we are still fighting on a daily basis for this. We want to thank everybody so much for your concerns. But we are going to ask you that you please do not reach out to the jail any further. We're significantly concerned that this is causing him to have his privileges taken away even longer, because of how many people and the volume of the amount of people who are reaching out directly. So we really thank you for your concern. Truly, it means a lot, but please do not contact the Lee County Jail any further. They can implement their own rules. They are not regulated by the government because it is not a state prison. So we do need to make sure that we're aware that the more we reach out, unfortunately, we think the worse off it is for him. We have tried to contact the jail ourselves on numerous occasions, but we've been put on hold or hung up on. We haven't really been given any form of information. We've even tried to contact his lawyers, and we've had absolutely no luck. No shocker there, though, but they haven't returned any of our phone calls or emails. Now, I will say that today, Wade did appear for a court appearance today for his motion to transport, and that's ultimately so that they can transport him to and from to get him to his scans and MRIs that need to be completed on August 22nd. Now, the good news is, guys, we can share that someone on our team was able to make it today to that hearing at 9 a.m., and we were physically able to see Wade. It was absolutely great, and ultimately, he seemed like he was in good spirits, given the circumstances, clearly, and not being able to communicate with anyone on the outside. He did see that he had a representation from his team there, and you could really tell that it kept him upbeat and excited of what the future holds, because, again, he knows that he has us out here fighting, even if he can't communicate with us on a daily basis right now. So, again, we did see Wade today in person, one of our team members, and he was very happy to see that he did have support there. Now, heading on next to the Fundly and Go Get Funding campaigns, we wanted to address this because there's been a lot of rumors going around that it's going to get shut down. There's going to be legal action taken against it. So I will tell you that our pages are as strong as ever right now. we have actually had constant communication with a representative from Fundly. They've been super, super helpful with helping us try to resolve issues with the donate button and other website glitches. And thanks again to the supporters for letting us know when that happens, because sometimes we're sleeping, sometimes we're unaware. So anytime you have an issue with donating, or if it's not showing it, let us know, and we're going to make sure that we reach out to that representative who's been super helpful. They are very much aware and familiar with our campaign and our goals. So again, guys, I want to reiterate, this money is not going directly to Wade, but instead the donations are going to be going towards a lawyer for him to handle his appeals process. He is not profiting off of this at all. And the money that's being raised for Wade is to go directly, again, to the lawyers who are going to handle his appeal process. So, I will tell you that the lawyers to handle these types of process, it's a little expensive. It's around $150,000 to $250,000. And there's also more legal fees on top of that we're learning about on a daily basis. It's absolutely insane. Take some time to Google it if you can. Wade also has some other medical conditions, including a hernia, which have been neglected over the last 5 years that he's been in the Lee County Jail. So if there is any money that's saved over from the very end, we're going to make sure that that money goes directly towards getting these medical conditions completed and treated, because he's significantly hurting on a daily basis, and unfortunately he's being ignored. So I don't know about you guys, but it doesn't make me feel too good that that's what he's going through. Now, I will tell you that in another live stream here, we're going to wait a little bit before we release it. We're going to give you guys all of the information about exactly how he has been mistreated at the jail, and it's a doozy. So we're excited for you guys to be able to hear about it. Now, switching gears, we're going to talk about his motion for a new trial and acquittal, which was denied the other day. So we do want to let you know there's rumors, and I'm sure you've seen it, that Wade has no chance to get out of jail or prison. This is fake news, everybody. Wade still has the option to go through the appeals process to make sure that he can fight his conviction. Now, the appeals process, we're actually going to do the live on Sunday, and we're going to cover more about what that actual process entails so that everybody can be educated on what the next steps are going to be for Wade and for his trial. So we were ultimately expecting this motion to be denied because it goes to the current judge, Judge Thompson, and he's the one who gets to decide. Now, this is very rarely granted by the trial judge, because if you think about it, why would a judge really want to agree to a new trial when he was overseeing it previously? This means that he would have to admit his own fault and how he ruled over the case. So again, we were expecting his motion for a new trial and acquittal to be denied, but the fight is not over. We are still going to be here with Wade through the entire appeal process, and we are going to ensure that he gets a new trial out of this. But again, guys, the only way that we can get him to the appeals process is if we can hire a lawyer, and the best lawyer for him. So that's why we wanted to move on next to talk about potential new attorney information. And I do have some stuff to share with you on that too. We have reached out to several very reputable firms in Florida, approximately 6 of them. And again, guys, we don't want just the bare bones for Wade. And I don't know about you, but I want to make sure that when he comes through this entire appeals process, that he has the best person by his side. He deserves that because, again, he hasn't been given a fair chance or any type of way to tell his truth and to tell his story. So when it comes to the new attorney, again, I already let you know how much it can cost, $150,000 to $250,000 for what's called the direct appeal process. And that's that first appeal that does occur after conviction and after sentencing. We also found out that not every single attorney can actually handle these cases. We found out that they have to be death penalty certified. God forbid if that's what the outcome is on Tuesday. And many will not take on the case until they figure that out. Now, everybody understands that we need to have an attorney secured for Wade before he has a sentencing. And our goal is to get one completed and signed up by Friday at the very latest so that they are ready to go on Wednesday morning, the day after his sentencing is actually completed. Now, A lot of you have written in the comments, how about Jose Baez, right? Big name. He's handled some big cases like Aaron Hernandez and Casey Anthony. I will tell you that we have reached out directly to the Baez law firm, and we did speak to the representative there. What I'm going to try to do here is, and I'm not sure if I can, I'm going to try to post a picture here showing you the conversations that we actually had. So I apologize. Give me 1 second. I'm going to post the first screen here, which is the direct email thread with one of the representatives at the Baez firm. Let me just share this now. You guys should be able to see this. Let me just say, yep, you guys should be able to see this first email now. This is directly from Michelle. I've been in contact with her at the Baez firm, and you can see in here that she's expressing that the jurors actually voted potentially for the death penalty. They said that she said in her email that she's going to have to check in and see if this is even a case that they would be able to cover, because they really only have maybe one or.
Yeah, I just want to clear this up. This isn't my stance. Like, I hope new people that come in don't think that I'm promoting this. I'm not promoting this. It's just good to learn what the other side is talking about, and like what's going on. Like, what are they trying to do? No, I know I don't agree. I want to read this because I don't know if she's going to read this, but let's read it. It says, so this is from them at the Baez firm. She says, I see that the jurors voted the death penalty. As a result, it is very likely the judge will give him death. I need to confirm if we would be able to handle the appeal. I need to discuss this with our DP counsel. I say this because there are technicalities when it comes to a death penalty appeal. Not anyone can handle these types of appeals. She is currently in trial, but it should finish today. I should have a response today, but just for your knowledge, the trial lawyer has to file a notice of appeal 30 days after the defendant is sentenced. Once that is done, then the refrain counsel for the appeal, God, it's hard, it's so small, guys, can file a notice of appearance because it would be private counsel. The defendant is responsible for all costs, which would include the trial transcripts. Therefore, you will want to make sure you have sufficient funds to cover those costs as well. If you want to have an idea on how much it would be, you can call the court reporter's office once he is sentenced and ask how much it would be to transcribe or voir dire trial and sentencing. Okay.
Two people who can handle death penalty cases. And again here, guys, the only way that Jose Baez's firm would be able to cover him, she expressed to me, and I'm going to post the next one for you. So give me 1 second while I get that up here. Wow. But again, in this next one here, you're going to see that she actually wrote an email and let us know as well that if he's sentenced to the death penalty, and here's the next one, guys, you're going to see that if he's sentenced to the death penalty, that they said that they would not be able to be involved if he is sentenced to death. We would have to wait until sentencing to find out. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys were aware that we ultimately have reached out to the Baez law firm. They were super helpful and they were super nice. But we also wanted to make sure that you were aware that on the other end, they said that if he is sentenced to the death penalty, they cannot help in this situation, no matter what the circumstances. We even asked if Jose Baez himself, if we could afford him, if he would cover it. And unfortunately, we've been told no.
So I want to read that, though, because she's not reading it. So when they asked, what about Jose Baez? Let me just read it. So they say at the office, they say, yes, unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to be involved if he is sentenced to death. We would have to wait until sentencing. And then they respond, thank you for the information. Does this include Mr. Baez as well? We are working as fast as we can to raise the money, and we feel we will be able to get enough to afford him if he is willing to take on the case. And the office says, yes, if it is a death penalty sentence, we would not be able to take it. I'll see if I could find any loopholes in the case now. In the case law. So they said they're going to see if you can find any loopholes in the case law.
So we did want to give you guys that update on the Baez Law Firm. And again, we're going to have this all recorded here, guys, so that you can go back and you can review all the information in the emails, because I know it's a little bit difficult to be able to read those emails quickly. But we still haven't given up hope. We still have several other really wonderful, great lawyers in Florida who are open to taking on the case if we can raise up the proper amount of money for a retainer. Now, on top of it, you guys have also asked about the Innocence Project, and we've already looked into the Innocence Project as well, too. Now, the thing is with them,
Innocence Project is not going to take on the case. They only take on cases where they know they could win. There's no way they're going to take on Wade's case. Absolutely not. That's hilarious that they think that they're going to take that case.
they won't do anything until sentencing is completed. So our goal is that we've actually already written it all out. But as soon as the sentencing is completed, we are going to directly reach out to the Innocence Project, and we're going to see what they can potentially do to help us out. Okay. But again, our number one goal, and I don't want to forget you to remind everyone of this, is that we want to have an attorney onboarded and ready to take over by Wednesday of next week. So that means we have just a few more days, guys, to continue to raise funds on our Fundly account, as well as on our Go Get Funding. So again, please make sure you check out on Fundly and Go Get Funding. It's under Save Wade Stephen Wilson. Again, Fundly and Go Get Funding. It's Save Wade Stephen Wilson. Please donate. Any amount matters, and any support works here, so that we can make sure that we can get him the proper attorney and lawyer that he deserves. So next, guys, we're going to hop on over and we're going to debunk some rumors here next. After that, we're going to finish up by doing some open Q&A. And again, continue to send in your questions that you do have for us. Make sure that your questions are respectable. We're not going to answer any question on Wade's childhood, his family, his romantic life. And we will answer questions on his case as long as it's public knowledge. We don't want to do anything to jeopardize him here in the future. So please just make sure that your questions are respectable, but we do want to make sure that we answer as many of them as we can tonight. So the first rumor that we're going to debunk here, guys, is that Wade has access to the internet and social media. This is completely fake news. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with jail, which I wasn't before meeting Wade, they have absolutely no access to almost anything. Their tablets have very few and far between apps that they can even utilize. So, first and foremost, Wade does have access to things like music, which is similar to like a Pandora. He has access to movies, which is updated once per month, and he doesn't even get everything that's new. He does have a few games, and one game that I know that I personally downloaded from talking with him is called Merge Block. I recommend you check it out. It's a little interesting, but it's honestly kind of fun to play, and I know he loves playing it. He also has email available through Smart Inmate on his GTL tablets. Again, though, all of his phone calls and emails have been completely disabled, and we don't know when he's going to return those. So, again, I want to remind you of that. He also has absolutely no access to internet, no access to apps like Signal or WhatsApp. And I really want to highlight this because there have been a lot of scammers going around that are stating that they can help you get in contact with him for a fee through these apps. Please, guys, do not believe them. That is not Wade that you are speaking to. And the reason why I say this is because the jails have super strict restrictions, and they would never allow Wade to use encrypted apps like Signal or WhatsApp to communicate with anybody. The jail wants to make sure that they can read every single message, and they can record every single phone call that comes through. And Wade's being watched right now, I want to remind you, 24/7. Like literally 24/7. I can't express it. There is absolutely no way that he would ever have access to these apps, again, because they are encrypted, and it would not allow the jail to be able to review messages or listen into the phone conversations or record them. Another thing that I'll add is the fact that Wade also cannot take photos to send to you. and you cannot call him. He has to call you because it is a prepaid phone call. He does not have a cell phone, contrary to popular belief here. And again, he's being watched 24/7. And so there's absolutely no way that they would ever allow him to have a cell phone, because we get it, right? People in some prisons can get them snuck in. Well, reminder, guys, this is a county jail and it's much smaller. So he absolutely does not have a cell phone of any sort. He cannot even get one snuck in because, again, there are no visitors that are currently allowed to come to the Lee County Jail in Florida. They only allow video visitations. So again, absolutely no visitors allowed. Wade does not have a cell phone, no access to internet or email, or anything of like that. No access to apps like Signal or WhatsApp. And like,
That's true. Like we just went over yesterday on the fan page, they are raffling a phone call with him. So if he doesn't have access to that, oh, I guess he did say he calls you, but didn't she say he lost access? Sorry, I kind of missed out at the beginning because look, I wanted to look up to see he hasn't gained that much money since yesterday, which is good. He was at like 71, 200 or something. So he did gain a little bit, but not that much. And then I wanted to look up the highest bidder. So the highest donator is 24,000. Somebody donated. And then somebody donated 10, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2. And then it starts going down. But anyway, did she say did he lose rights or not to communicate? Sorry, I was preoccupied. I don't know. I just thought it would be interesting to see. You guys, you don't want to hear it, Akita? I mean, this whole time we've been trying to see what they're saying too. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of get an idea what the heck they're trying to say. The people that think he's innocent. All right, I'm going to continue. Sorry.
I said, guys, please just be careful. We want to protect you so you are not being scammed, because there are a lot of scammers out there right now. So going on to our next topic, another rumor that we're going to debunk is the fact that it's been said that Wade has STDs. This is fake news as well too, guys, and I can definitely 100% share that. So I can tell you that we have access to Wade's medical records, and it shows in his medical records that he has had STD testing completed in 2021, 2022, and 2024 as a precaution at the jail. Now, we cannot share these medical records because that's a HIPAA violation to share with anybody that is not authorized. But I can tell you that I have looked at his medical records myself, and I can confirm that he does not have any form of STDs. Now, this is where the receipts come in here, guys. So pay close attention. I'm going to share my screen here in just a second. Now, I know that Kelly has expressed through several of her lives that he has multiple STDs, and she's claiming that he has all these diseases. Now, I want to remind you that that's defamation of character, and that's something very serious that we don't take lightly, especially since we have the proof that this is not accurate and this is not correct. So just want to remind you that these are items that, in sharing stuff like this and saying things like this, can ultimately lead to defamation lawsuits. So instead, what I'm going to share with you here in a second is the fact that actually we have a text message thread where Kelly openly admits that she has herpes and that she openly gave it to Wade. So let me just share with you guys this message that we have here. Give me 1 second while I try to pull it up. Here we go. All right, you guys should be able to see my screen now. So you're going to see in the screen that ultimately in this text message thread, you can see that Kelly is openly admitting that she had herpes and that she gave it to Wade. Now, I want to go a little bit more in depth and talk to you a little bit more about herpes here, guys, okay? So first and foremost, there's two different types of herpes. We have both oral herpes, which are going to be cold sores, which we're all mostly familiar with. There's also genital herpes. Now, in order to spread herpes or genital herpes or any sort of it, it has to be an active infection that's going to be spread through skin-to-skin contact or through bodily fluids. So it has to be in an active infection state. Now, I had to look this up, guys, clearly, because I'm not familiar at all with herpes. I should let you know that. But ultimately, like I said, active infection, and I recommend Googling it, but make sure you have a strong stomach because it's a little bit gross. So make sure you look it up, but active infection means a group or cluster of lesions and blisters. It's supposed to be extremely painful and a burning sensation. You have to have these lesions and blisters in order to spread it. So, again, if you haven't seen what it looks like, make sure you Google it. It's really gross though, so just make sure you're not eating anything at that time. And I will tell you that if you do look it up online, and I want to give you this information, it does say that there's a slight possibility that it can be spread through other ways and other methods. But there's a lot of gray area in the medical field, I want to remind you. Not everything is black and white when it comes to the medical field. Medical professionals are there to protect their license. So they never want to say everything is for sure yes or anything is for sure no. They always have to have some form of disclaimer in there to say that there's always a chance that it can be spread in different ways. So again, I just want to remind you here that genital or oral herpes, they have to be spread through active infection. And I don't know about you, especially after looking it up, I would not want to have any form of interaction with anybody if I had an active state of that. It looks extremely gross and very uncomfortable. Just going to change my screen back here, guys. 1 second. Great. All right. So that's really going to be the rumors that we debunk here tonight. What we're going to do now is we're going to answer some live Q&A, and then after this, we're going to be wrapping up our conversation here tonight, okay? Just give me 1 second while I try to get some stuff pulled up here, okay? So just one. All right, sorry about that. Just getting some of your questions pulled up. And again, please send in your questions. We want to make sure that we're able to answer as many of them as we can as possible, but please make sure that they are respectful. Please make sure that it's not about Wade's childhood, his family, his son. Please make sure that it's as well, too, not about anything that is not public information already about his trial, because, again, we got to keep some of our cards close here, and we want to make sure that we don't give out all of the information so that he has a really good chance here in his appeal process. We're going to let some more questions coming in. But meanwhile, guys, I want to see some more of those blue hearts coming in here. So let's see some more blue hearts coming in for Wade in the comments. Remember to make sure that you are donating to our Fundly and Go Get Funding pages. They're both under Save Wade Stephen Wilson. As a reminder, this is the only way that we're going to be able to afford the absolute best lawyer for him to handle his appeals process. So continue to share this page out. Again, we're recording it, so we're going to post it to our pages when we're able to. But let's make sure that we support our guy. All right, we're going to start with some questions because they're really starting to rapidly come through here, and this is awesome, guys. And I'm going to do my best to answer as many of these as possible. So first, when will Wade get his communication back? Again, guys, I want to be honest and transparent with you that we have absolutely no idea. Again, county jails we found are different from state jails. Now, state jails have to follow the government because they're federally funded. County jails, they regulate themselves and they make their own decisions. So the county jail right now, understandably, they're a little bit upset with what we're doing, and I don't blame them. But then again, they should not be trying to silence him and quiet him from here, because they're just trying to cover up the errors that they've made and the mistakes that they've made. So no idea when he's getting his communications back, but I promise you that Team Wade will let you know just as soon as he does, because we're excited to get an update from him as well. Our second question, are the petitions already submitted? Now, I can let you know that the petitions have not been submitted yet. We are actually going to be submitting them tomorrow, so please keep sharing those petitions out. We are super excited to be able to share these with Wade's lawyers. And what they're going to do is they're going to make sure that they present them to the judge on Tuesday of next week when he does have a sentencing. So I believe we're right around 40,000 signatures between the two petitions that we are promoting. So please, guys, continue to promote them. We have 24 hours left, not even, to get as many signatures on those petitions as possible. Our third question, will he have lawyers prior to the appeal? That's our goal here. So again, guys, that's why we're hosting these live events. That's why we're doing all this fundraising. Because ultimately we want this money. Again, it's not going directly to Wade. Instead, this money is going towards his lawyers that are going to handle his appeals process. We have really truly until about Friday to get that done. And I will let you know that realistically, guys, we have to get to at least $90,000 in order to secure them. That's only $20,000 away, and we have several more days to do it. So we can do this. We can absolutely do this. And I know we can because of all of the supporters that Wade has across the world. So let's make sure that we continue to share these pages, share his fundraising accounts. Again, we need about $20,000 more until we can actually complete a retainer to secure an appeals lawyer. We've got this. We're not going to get up. We're going to continue to give up. We're going to continue to fight until the very end. And then this is a great question. I'm super excited and thankful for whatever happened. What about Big Keen? He said he would help. And I don't know about you guys, but I watched that video a couple times and I do remember him saying he was going to help, right? I don't know about you. Now, I will tell you that unfortunately, we have tried to reach out to Big Keen through messages. We also have been on his live events trying to get his attention. Unfortunately, he hasn't responded to us. So my recommendation for all of Wade's TikTok wives out there, for Team Wade, all of the supporters, let's blow up his DMs. Let's keep sending him messages. Let's hold him accountable for what he said that he wanted to do and how he wanted to help. So I want to see that coming out here, guys. I can't wait to see all the messages. Let's continue to raise hell here. Going on to some of the next questions. When will the merch go out? So I'm actually mailing out the our first set of wristbands and hats here tomorrow. So thank you so much to everybody that has already bought wristbands and hats. We still do have some left. So continue to send your orders in. And then our plan is once we're sold out, we are going to order some more. So please continue to order the wristbands and merch. Again, all of this money is going to be going directly towards the cost of Wade's lawyers to handle his appeal. We still do have wristbands and hats that are left. And then at the end of August, we apologize for the wait, but we will have shirts available too. So we're excited to get those out. Next question, can he get handwritten letters? I'm going to be honest that we really don't know about that, guys. I would love to say yes, but confidently I cannot say that. Now, if you'd like to try to send him a handwritten letter, you are more than welcome to do that. But at this time, we don't really know what's getting delivered to him and what's not getting delivered to him. Again, he has absolutely no email or phone privileges. And with not having that, I do have a good feeling that they have also cut off any type of mail that he is receiving. So it doesn't hurt because eventually he's going to see it. But you can still try to send him in some of those handwritten letters. Why did they take away Wade's privileges? I will tell you, while I don't know the exact reason, I think I can speculate that it's because they're frustrated that we're trying to tell his truth and we're trying to tell his story and we're trying to call them out for their inadequacies. This complete trial and everything has just been an absolute witch hunt on Wade. He has not been given an option to actually have his voice in any of this. His lawyers did not even defend him in his trial. And we're calling them out for their actions. And not only for that, we're calling out the jail for their actions too. And they don't like us too much. But do we really care? Honestly, no. So again, I can't say why, but I think there's multiple reasons as to why they took away his privileges. But the biggest reason is because they're trying to silence him from telling his truth. The good news is we already know his truth and we're going to continue to say it, and they can't silence us from the outside.
I want to know when they took away his privileges. When was it? It's not because they're trying to silence him. It's because he did something, you know? Was it back in, I just wonder if it's been like a year, because maybe it was this whole drug smuggling thing, or has it been recently? I don't even know. Hey, Curious KB, thank you. Well, thank you.
How does donation work from Brazil? Another good question. That's why we set up the Go Get Funding account. Now, that Go Get Funding account, it should allow you to be able to donate from Brazil. If you do have questions, please feel free to send us those questions over, and we'll help you to the best of our ability. But again, if you go on Go Get Funding, you can look up Save Wade Stephen Wilson, and that's the account that if you're from Brazil, you should be able to. So what prison will he go to? Another great question, and I'll be honest that we have no idea until after his sentencing on Tuesday. So if Wade is sentenced to death, he will be going up to Union Correctional Facility in Rayford, Florida. That is where the death row inmates are currently housed in the state of Florida. But on the other end, if he is not sentenced to death, if he's sentenced to life, instead, he will go to a reception center for a little bit of time until he can actually go to another prison somewhere here in Florida, which we're unsure of what prison that would be. So again, if it's death, he'll go to Rayford to Union Correctional. And if not, he'll go to a reception center for a few weeks until he figures out exactly where he's going to be sent for prison in Florida. Now, another good question, who am I to Wade? And I think I might explain our team a little bit better. So our team kind of came together organically, guys. I've been friends with Wade here for a little bit of time, and I believed his innocence from the very beginning and believed and truly thought that he deserved a fair chance at a trial. Now, luckily, our team, we have a team of 5 individuals. We're all from around the world, so it's wonderful. We can cover the page at all hours of the day. We always joke that we have 24-hour surveillance on all of our social media pages. But again, our team, we've all just kind of been connected actually by Wade. He was able to speak with each of us, and he thought that we would be great together on a team. And I'll tell you that I absolutely love our team. I love the girls, but more than anything, we love you, the supporters, because we couldn't do our jobs without all of the support that's coming in from you guys. And without all the love that's coming in every single day, all of the documentation, all of the recommendations, we take absolutely everything in. I want to let you know. And we talk about all of this. So again, we're just good friends of Wade's who have all come together to make sure that we can help prove his innocence, and truly get him the fair trial and everything that he deserves. If he loves reading, this next question, if he loves reading, what does he like to read? He reads a lot of fiction. Honestly, it's kind of a mixture of everything. So I'm trying to think of the last book he read, and I apologize. It's blanking from my mind, but I will get it, and I'll make sure that we reiterate it to you guys what the last book is that he read. But really, he'll read anything that he can get his hands on. He likes to do crossword puzzles as well, too. He's just someone who wants to be constantly learning and continuing to utilize his brain. Another question, does he know how much support he has? I will tell you that he definitely knows how much support he has, and now, clearly, we haven't spoken with Wade in a week and a half now on the phone. We did have somebody present today at his sentencing, so it's another reminder that he has support from his team, and he has support from the rest of the world as well, too. But he does know, because before he had his phone privileges revoked, again, it was on Saturday the 10th. At 4:15 p.m. That's when his privileges were officially revoked from him. We were able to share with him a lot of comments ahead of time, how the pages were doing, how many followers he had, where his donations were at for his legal team. So he is aware of all the support he has, and I can't tell you how appreciative he is. You know, every single time we tell him about how many more people that we have following us, he's just in absolute awe, and he really can't believe that he has this many people who truly believe in him and care about hearing his side of things. So it's absolutely wonderful, and again, we really appreciate everyone for that support. Another question, do we think it's going to be possible to raise up another 20K in a few days? Definitely, guys. Have you guys seen what you've already done in the last, 3 weeks? We're already at, $60,000 or over. Sorry, we're over that. We're almost at 70,000. I'm sorry. I forgot our number.
Thanks, Jill.
But I will tell you that you guys have actually crushed it. But the only way that we're going to continue to get that money and raise up the money that we need in time is if we continue to donate, we share his pages, and we tell his story. So please continue to donate to his Fundly and go get funding. Both are under Save Wade Stephen Wilson. And make sure you share it out that you're donating. We're also going to make sure that we get back to posting all of the thank yous. And we're sorry about the delays. It's been a little bit crazy for us, constantly fighting out fires. And when Wade got all of his privileges revoked, we've really been just focusing the last week on trying to figure out what we can do to get those reinstated. So we're definitely going to, like I said, I'm not even going to say if it's possible. We are going to raise up the additional $20,000 that we need in the next few days. We know we're going to do it, and we're going to do it with your support. All right, still going through some more questions here, guys, but I want to see some more blue hearts. Where are the blue hearts at here for Wade? Let's make sure that we get those blue hearts out here. Continue to share this live. Continue to do all of this. It's absolutely wonderful. Again, we appreciate you guys so much for being flexible here today. Another question coming in, do we ship merchandise internationally? We do currently for the wristbands. We are unable to for the hats and the shirts, unfortunately, just due to the cost of shipping. We may try to figure something out, but again, we found that to ship internationally, it's upwards of $30 to $50 per shipment. And we really want to try to make this as affordable as possible for Wade supporters. So right now, the wristbands can be shipped internationally. We're going to be utilizing USPS for all of the shipping because that's how we were able to cut the prices and costs down. But we're going to make sure that, again, that we continue to ship out the wristbands, and then the hats and shirts will just only be for the U.S. How do we address the handwritten letters? What we'll do, guys, is we'll post that to our page by tomorrow, how you can address the handwritten letters to Wade. Again, I want to reiterate that I cannot guarantee that he's going to get these letters right now or that he will get them in at all. It just depends ultimately on if his privileges are given back. We don't necessarily know if he is even able to get in letters at this time. So, we do want to make sure that you're aware that definitely still send them, and we'll make sure that we post that information on how you can send him the letters. Another question is, will he get his phone email privileges on death row? Yes. So I've done a lot of extensive research into this, and they do ultimately have phone and email privileges, but it's not quite as often or as common. There's what they call a day room where he will have kiosks available. Well, he will be able to make phone calls or tablets as well, phone calls and send emails, but it's only for a limited portion of the day. So he will ultimately have his phone and email privileges back if he does go to death row. Again, this is an if. If he goes to life in prison, then he will still have the phone and email privileges. And one other thing that I want to reiterate to you guys too, no matter what, Wade is going to be kept safe, whether he is on death row or if he gets life in prison. This has been a question here. Because Wade is considered a public figure now, he will be eligible for protective custody. So that means that he will be safe no matter where he goes, at least until we can get him through the appeals process and we can prove his innocence and get him out of prison and get him free. So just want to reiterate, guys, that he is going to be protected as well when he is in prison because he's considered a public figure. Oh, and that was the next question. Will they put him in protective custody? Yes, already answered that. Next question, new legal team. I know we've already covered this, guys, but we want to reiterate, we still need about $20,000. We need to get to $90,000 before we can actually retain a good lawyer. Again, we don't want to go with a bare-ass minimum lawyer. We want to make sure that we get him the absolute best appeals lawyer in the state of Florida to cover his next step of his case. So we have been in talks. We have some that we are ready to secure just as soon as that we can get the remaining money. So ideally, guys, we got to get this done by Friday so we can get the steps in motion so that we can get them there by the next day so that they can start taking over his case immediately. Are they looking into the death?
Yeah, Isn't that really hard to understand that we're listening to this? I don't agree with this, just like how we read the letters of support. When I was reading the letters of support, I wasn't reading it because I was agreeing with it. We're reading it to see how ridiculous it is, and we're talking about this case, so it's important to just hear everything. Well, we don't agree with this at all, so I don't understand how people, you can't even play anything and then it's automatically like that's what I feel like. That's not how this works. When we study a case, let's say I play an interview of like the person that killed the person, the jail calls, I'm playing it because I agree with them? No, this isn't my live. We're listening to somebody's live that's ridiculous about them supporting him, and we're just hearing the other side to see what the heck's going on. So please, that's not, I don't agree with this. I know, I don't understand how people, there's a few people that I just don't get it. They know. Okay, sorry.
Penalty law that was passed in correlation to his case, 100% yes. Wade should be grandfathered into the previous death penalty law, which means that it had to be a unanimous vote. That's one thing that unfortunately his lawyers did not address until it was too late. The motion that they filed about that was filed at the incorrect time. So I will tell you that he should be grandfathered into the previous, and there's actually a news article that we will make sure that we post as well too here, so you guys can read it, about another inmate that was ultimately sentenced, or was supposed to be potentially sentenced to death row, and the judge actually determined that he would not be eligible for it and that he would be grandfathered into the previous rules because he was charged with those crimes before the death penalty change. It's asked, the next question, will the team be at sentencing? We will let you know that we are lucky enough that we will have a few of our team members available at sentencing. We're not going to disclose who it will be for our safety, but we do plan to have a few team members there at sentencing, again, to show our support. Do you know where and what time we can watch the Spencer hearing? Yes, definitely. I'm so happy this was asked. So, the Spencer hearing should be televised on both Court TV, which has had his case, as well as Law and Crime Network on YouTube. So Court TV, I believe, can be found on YouTube, or they have an app. Law and Crime, I've specifically only really seen through YouTube, but it's going to be at 9 a.m. They normally do start at right around 9 a.m. in the morning. And as a reminder, Spencer hearing is at 9 a.m. on next Tuesday, the 27th. And then at 2 p.m. is going to be sentencing. We did pin this one, but when was the last time we spoke to Wade? The last time that we had any contact with Wade was on Saturday, August 10th at 4:15 p.m. because we were actually on the phone with him when he had his phone taken away by the corrections officers. And I can tell you that there was absolutely no reason given as to why his phone was being taken away, and we're going to cover that in one of our next lives once Wade is in a safer area. Will he ever get face-to-face visitation in person? He definitely will get face-to-face visitation in person, whether he is on death row or if he's sentenced to life in prison. So, it's a little bit different. Now, Wade does have to approve of all of his visitors, so please just don't think that you can just show up at the prison and request to see him. There's a visitation process that has to go through, and he has to approve you himself and actually submit the documents. So they do allow face-to-face visitation. It's a little bit different for death row versus life. But he will, luckily, and we did find out that those visits ultimately would be contact, so he's not going to have to do them behind a glass. He's going to be able to get hugs. He's going to be able to have love shown to him, and he's going to actually be able to feel like a person again while he's going through the appeals process. Now, another question is, will we address the jail calls being released? We're going to actually address those calls, guys, on Sunday on our next live. So stay tuned for that. There was just too much information to go over tonight, but we do want to make sure that we get you guys some answers there on those jail calls. No matter what, I want to remind you, though, that it is extremely unfair to the individuals who have been on those jail phone calls because they have not had their own authorization to be on it. So I know you've seen a couple recently with Kristen on there, and we feel absolutely horrible that she's going through this and being put through this, because we all make mistakes in our lives, right? And we all continue to grow and learn from our mistakes, and it's not fair for us to ultimately put somebody out there that hasn't given authorization for it to be utilized. We're also going to address the Joey phone calls, but again, we're going to do that next Sunday, or on this coming Sunday on the 25th. We're going to address the phone calls then. Can the judge deny a new lawyer? Nope, absolutely not. Cannot deny a new lawyer. As soon as the appeals process starts, and again, you guys are going to learn more about this on Sunday. We're going to do a huge education system on the appeals process and what the next steps entail. But the judge absolutely cannot deny a new lawyer. And actually, the Judge Thompson, will not even be involved in the appeals process. So it says, how is he doing emotionally, and how is he doing on last Saturday when we last spoke to him? You know, it's hard to say how he's doing emotionally, but I can tell you that our team member who went today said that they could tell that once they saw him, that his spirits truly were high, and that he felt the love and support that he has had from not only his team, but from everyone across the world. So I can let you know that it's hard to say emotionally, but I can tell you that Wade himself is very resilient, and he knows that we're fighting for him so hard out here. And I know that's what's keeping him going on a daily basis, although he cannot speak to us right now. So, I'll let you guys come to your own conclusions about the emotionally how he's doing, because if I was in that situation
supposedly she said about that, the STD earlier, she said something like she had his medical records that said it, but I'm not sure if I believe that, because like he would have to have been specifically tested for those, right? What he got tested for him in jail, or like when did she get these medical records? And was it after he was with Kelly? So yeah, I don't understand that either. Like she said she couldn't share it because of HIPAA or whatever, but did she see him? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. So for sure. Hey Edith. Don't worry, it's almost over. So those of you guys that are annoyed, there's only a couple minutes left. So stick around.
Well, I think it would be pretty tough being honest with you and being transparent. But if I knew that I had all of the support from everybody that he's had this.
No, I'm not saying you can't get tested in jail, but did he would have had to specifically get tested in jail. Do they just do that normally? Maybe they do eventually, but I don't know.
Support from, I'd feel pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Well, I think that's about most of the questions that we've had come in. And I think it's about time that we unfortunately have to wrap up our live event. But again, this is not the end for Wade. Just because his motion for a new trial and acquittal were denied, that does not mean that we end our fight here. Instead, we start the appeal process to overturn this conviction and to get Wade the new trial that he deserves to prove his innocence in all of this. So we just want to wrap up here by saying, and I want to see some more blue hearts coming out here, guys. Come on, let's see some more blue hearts in the comments section as we wrap it up here tonight. I want to see as many as possible for Wade. But on our next live, we're going to do another update on Wade. We're also going to review the Florida appeals process so we can educate everybody on what the next steps are going to be after sentencing is completed on Tuesday, the 27th at 9 a.m. And then we're also going to debunk some more rumors, because there's still plenty more for us to be able to debunk. It's insane. And we're also going to do another live questions and answers. So come prepared with your questions, because we're ready to answer them. And again, next time too, we'll give you more information. We're going to do another live event after Wade is sentenced. And we're going to give you some more in-depth information on how he has been mistreated at that jail and everything that he has gone through. But again, we want to wait a little bit longer before we do that. So from all of us here at Team Wade, again, I'm Marie, and I really want to thank you guys all so much for joining us today. Don't forget to sign the petitions. We have 24 hours, not even, before we have to submit them to the lawyers to be presented in court on Tuesday. So please continue to push out those petitions. Get everyone to sign. Get your family to sign. Get your friends to sign. Get your coworkers to sign. Whoever it is, I don't care. Get them to sign that petition. We also want to make sure that you remember to donate to his Fundly and Go Get Funding account under Save Wade Stephen Wilson. This is the only way that we are going to be able to afford to hire him the best appeals lawyer in the state of Florida. Again, guys, we need about $20,000 more, and I know with your support that we can do this. We're not going to let Wade down. That's not who we are. We're going to fight until the very end. Again, everybody, thank you so much for joining here tonight. I really appreciate you being flexible and adjusting to all of the issues. We're going to post this recording by tomorrow. We hope you have a good night. And from Team Wade and from Wade ourselves, we love you so, so much, and we appreciate you beyond belief. Let's continue to fight for our boys, and let's get it, ladies. Let's do it.
Our boy.
We got this. We'll talk soon.
So tomorrow they're going live. That would be tomorrow, because this was 3 days ago. She said Sunday. Tomorrow is when they're going to do that live. Hey jailbreak bail bonds. Vanilla's tease girl. Yeah, they haven't yet, but I mean they might though. Hold on, let me. You don't think, how many people think they're going to make it? Because they need what? Like 30,000. Yeah, I don't think, I mean, maybe that's, unless if somebody donates a large amount, they might not, because they have 27 days left. They need, a little under 30,000. But I still don't see on there. Remember how they said they're going to auction off his suits and like to check the GoFundMe? I still don't see where it says it on here. And then auction off a phone call. I don't see anything. But so there's 3 more letters of support you want to read that just came in a couple days ago. Or no, not a couple days ago. The 22nd, I think it was. Yeah, I guess it would be a couple days ago. Let me see something really quick. So also though, real quick, let me share the stuff you guys just emailed me. So this is from the body cam. So he's missing, I think he's missing this tooth. And then are these all chipped? Or you just chipped, this one's chipped. And then I think this tooth's missing, right? Oh, hey Jill, thank you for the super chat. And thank you for joining too. And then somebody sent me this. Was this you, Gucci? I don't remember who sent this. It might have been you. Let me see real quick so I can give the proper shout out. Hold on one second. My email's taking forever. Okay. This was Jordan. No, Jordan did the teeth picture. And then hold on one second. Wait, who sent me this? I don't know. Oh, Gucci. Or wait. I don't know who sent me this. Somebody just sent this to me. I can't find it now. I can't find the email that they sent it, but well, whoever did, thank you. But it says, yes, I got straight details that the Fundly was fake. Mad proof. That's Mila saying that. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think the Fundly's fake. I mean, it's real. It's up there, and we see that the people that are running it are supporting them, I guess. So I'm not sure what she means by that, but oh, thanks, Joshua. Yes, exactly. And then hold on. this. So I had this earlier, and I don't remember if I shared it a couple days ago, the memorial, and now I think it's taken down. Somebody's saying this is Kristen. I don't know. It doesn't say who it is. It had pictures of what's her name? Breezy. And I had it up. Somebody emailed me, like I said, a couple days ago, and I don't think I shared it. I might have, but I don't think I did. And now, like, when I click the link, it's saying it was taken down or something. Not the obituary, but the part that this was on. But there's people saying that this is Kristen that wrote this. So I don't know. I'm not saying, I can't confirm it, so I can't say, like, so allegedly, I don't know, somebody wrote this, and it was on Breezy's memorial. It says, this is the girl who was writing and sending money to the killer, Wade Wilson, in prison, calling him, making sure he was able to live nice in jail. He is the killer of two beautiful women. One of those women had very young children who will miss their mommy very much. They both had families that love them so very much. Wade will get justice served to him on August 27th, 2024. Breezy had 3 boys she did not have. Right? They were taken away from her. Oh, she didn't have custody of. She was a drug addict and a hoe from Fort Myers. She got a tattoo of Wade's name on her. She has many Facebook pages. Please look her up and share. This nasty chick was nothing more than a deadbeat. Sucking hoe at best. She will not be missed. I think I did read this actually, but anyway, somebody had sent me again, and I was like, yeah, maybe I should read it. And they said that they thought this was Kristen. I don't know. I guess it does sound like so. Maybe she would write. But it doesn't say who. Oh, she said she did not. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I know that there's somebody sent me a video of them saying it was Kristen, but like there is no there's no proof it's Kristen. So, I mean, it could be anybody. I mean, who knows, but it's not nice, this person died. And no, it wasn't. It was, that was like this weird site. I think that is by, I have to go back through my lives. It was like this weird memorial page. It had like Breezy's, like some of her Facebook photos that was, we saw some of her Facebook photos, some of those like real like raunchy kind of ones. And but now it's been taken down. I can't find it. It says page not available or something like that. So yeah. All right, let's read the new letters of support, and then I might go and put together my timeline. I want to put together a good live for tomorrow because I want to get everything situated, like the timeline of that encounter with that lady, the map, so we can kind of see where he moved that day, like with the body cam where he was, Diane, where he brought Diane, where he went and met Mila at, where that encounter with that lady, where he hit the fence, and kind of just see his movements and try to figure out, all the maps and the facts and stuff. And, the more stuff we have, like a solid thing, hopefully we could show some of these Wade supporters, like, here, this is what happened, because people, there's no evidence. Yeah, there is. Okay, Brenda, thank you. I know I started working on one too, but we could work together. I'm going to try to go through some of the documents myself a little bit, just see, and then I will reach back out to you. And yeah, don't ever feel bad. You're not bothering me at all, Brent. You've helped so much, so please don't ever feel bad. You're good. I mean, you have good information. You've helped with a lot of stuff. So yeah, you're definitely appreciated. So don't ever feel bad for emailing me at all. Thanks, Maura. All right, let's read this new letters of support that just came in. Okay. No, but you did a lot of work. That one first email, I still have to read through that. after that day I read that encounter, it's like, wow, yeah. So yeah, don't ever apologize. Okay, so they were sent those new letters. Let me get a date for you real quick. Like I said, there's 3 of them. Okay, hold on one second, guys. Yeah, it was from, they got into the system on the 23rd. So just, what's today? Just yesterday is when they went into the system, the letters. So I'll see if they're dated on the actual letter. They probably were sent, they were probably written a few days ago. All right, let's do this real quick. Oh, thank you. Wait, did I just see a super chat? Wow, thank you. Wow, wait, how do I say that name? Hold on. Does it help me out, guys? Wait. Zap. Hold on. Is that Iapa, Ethiopia? I don't know how to say that, but thank you so much. I wish I knew how to pronounce it right. Well, Nancy, I can only see so many. I don't know. If I see it, I'll answer it, but I can't read every single chat, so I do apologize. But if I do see it and I have an answer, I will answer. But now that I'm going to be reading, I won't be able to see chat when I'm reading. But here, I'll look at chat a little bit and see if there's any questions. Oh, hey, being bio girl. Hey, Elvin. Yappa Zappa, is that how you say it? Yappa Zappa? Well, thank you so much. Said Saturday start. Privileges equal, I think she said Saturday. Okay, thank you, Sound Sus Tarot. Yes, well, I don't know, Denise. I'm going to go live at like 8:45 Tuesday. I'm going to start my live. The first hearing is supposed to start at 9 and the other one's in the afternoon. Not sure. Usually with Court TV, what will happen is a lot of the times their reminder goes up that morning. So we might not know if they're going to go live till that morning. So I hope, because if not, I don't know what we're going to do all morning. I'll have to try to have something else planned in case if they don't do it live, because sometimes hearings they play after. So it might not be till the evening. I don't know. But I hope. I know, me too. I'm so anxious. I don't even know what to expect. Oh, cool, Denise, you're gonna go? Hey, Tobians. All right. Well, I don't see any questions. I am sorry. I'm gonna start reading, so I won't be able to I can't read chat and read a letter at the same time. Hey, Vincent. I do try to pop in the live and see what you guys are saying too. Oh, Carrie, thank you too much. Okay. Fruit Loopy. Oh, it will be, huh? Okay, so the first letter is actually, let me bring all the letters up real quick and then I'll just go down the line. So there's 3. Oh, did I say 4? If I said 4, sorry, there's only 3. Then, like I said, I'm going to try to get a nice timeline and map together for us. Why won't that let me click on it? Oh, well. Okay. Here we go. So the first letter. Wait, hold on. I labeled that wrong. What the heck? Hold on a second. This glitched out and did that before. All right, hold on. Sorry. That did that twice. Last week it did the freaking same thing. I saved these and it saved as the same thing over and over when it was different. Just give me 1 minute. I have to get it now. I don't know why it's doing that. Just hold on. Hold on. It's so weird. But there's the internet for you. All right, just one second. So 1 letter, save. Okay. 2 letter. There is 4. That's why there actually is. I thought that. 3 letter. And 4. 1 second. No, I think this one is the same. Yeah. Wait a minute. Huh. That's who's Mark Rubino? That is weird. Just give me 1. All right. There's some kind of deposition. It says August 26th at 3 p.m. Mark Rubino is under this case. I'm trying to figure out what it is because that's Monday. I mean, it's not the Spencer hearing or not the sentencing, and it's something else. It says deposition of Mark Rubino. That's why I asked, does anybody know who that is? Because it's for this case. I don't know. So maybe I'll see what that is too. That might be something. I'm going to look it up here after I get off, try to figure it out. But hold on 1 second. It's installing this to, all right. Okay. Sorry, I had to update that for tomorrow. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, you guys, join me. It's Monday at 3 p.m. then. Let's watch it. I have the thing where we could watch it. For that one. Sweet. No. What? Monday at 3 p.m., August 26th, Monday. So they're going to hear it first. They're going to hear his deposition about the results. It sounds like, I guess. Yeah. So you guys, 3 p.m. Come. I'll set up a reminder. Cool. Yeah. All right. I'll do it like 2:45. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let me save this. Cool. All right. So I'm going to save that. Okay, cool. That'll be interesting. I'm glad I saw that. All right. So let's read these letters. So this is, oh my God, Jennifer Seal. Here, let me take out my earphones. Okay. Jennifer Seal. Dear Mr. Thompson, I have been following and researching the Wade Stephen Wilson case for several weeks now. I come from Germany and my English is not perfect. Wait, is this the same one? It just, they redid it if it is. Hold on. I just want to see. I don't know. This might be a different one. It was up. It got into the system just yesterday, the 23rd. We'll just read it and see. I think it's the same person, though. I come from Germany and my English is not perfect, but I hope you can still understand me. It does say 728. So it probably is the same one. I am shocked that as judges, you do not notice the obvious discrepancies and convict a man who is clearly innocent. I am aware that you have probably received many letters in the last few weeks, but I will now list some of the discrepancies and connections from the witnesses in the hope that you will reconsider your judgment. It should be in the interest of the victims and survivors to find the real perpetrator and not to convict a blank who is framed by the witness. Yeah, this is the same one. I wonder why they redid it. This is the exact same. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, we're Eastern time. Wait, what are you guys talking about? I'm talking about I'm talking about something separate Monday with what I'm going to do. But okay, so yeah, I don't know why they re-uploaded that. Hopefully they didn't do all of them like that. Yeah, this one's different. This one is just actually August 17th. This says, ma'am, I need to know where I can go for Wade Wilson sentencing. Please advise. I need location and time. Thank you. So that one was a short one. Hold on. Okay, so here's Dear Honorable Judge, my name is Lisa. I've worked in the financial industry for over 30 years in Pittsburgh. In my spare time, I advocate for several causes that I am passionate about. The death penalty is one of them. I am writing you today about Wade Wilson. I do not know Wade personally, but I have followed his entire trial from the beginning to end. I kindly ask that you take the following into consideration during his sentencing. Wade's biological mother suffered from mental illness and drug addiction. Scientists have long recognized that many psychiatric disorders tend to run in families, suggesting potential genetic roots. Such disorders include attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, bipolar, major depression, and schizophrenia. When Wade was born, he already had these genetic roots carried over to him. It was presented that Wade started using drugs at the age of 13 and became paranoid, at times thinking his house was being watched, and insisted his adoptive parents keep The blinds closed. This is a further display of mental disorders and drug use. In his teenage years, testimony indicated he played sports and sustained multiple head injuries. Further testimony indicated he had been jumped in prison and suffered another head injury. Dr. Eisenstein testified that Wade likely has significant frontal lobe impairment, affecting executive functioning. The frontal lobe is responsible for impulse control, organization, problem solving, and emotional regulation and motor skills, and concluded there was impairment to the right side of the brain. It is unfortunate that there is no testing available to determine if an individual has CTE until they are deceased and their brain is examined. Wade's case is very similar to Aaron Hernandez's case. After examination of his brain, it was determined that Aaron had severe CTE, which would explain his impulse control and behavior. With that being said, a lot of us would find it unjust to sentence Wade to the death penalty. A doctor testified Wade has frontal lobe impairment, or likely has frontal lobe impairment. When you combine brain damage with drug use, the consequences are unimaginable. As with this case, sentencing Wade to death will not bring the victims back. Another important fact I'd like to mention is that Chris Watts, who I'm certain you're familiar with, killed his wife, 2 daughters, and his unborn son and received life in prison. I ask you to spare Wade Wilson's life. Please do not sentence him to the death penalty. Oh, wait, where's the 4th one? Hold on, there's one more. I wonder why they uploaded it twice, though. All right. My name is Roxanne Gonzalez. I'm writing to you from California. This letter is in regards to Wade Wilson, in which you will decide his fate August 27th. I hope you take into consideration that this man has a family and 2 children as a human being. I'm absolutely certain this is one of the toughest cases you've had to deal with. Such a tremendous amount of media publicity. I truly hope you spare his life or grant a new trial. It is a heavy weight to put on your shoulders to decide if someone should live or die. So please choose life for Wade Wilson. But you see, look, the 23rd, that was yesterday. Let me see. Look, filed the 23rd. So this is the Jennifer one. This is definitely the one we read, though I don't know why they did it twice. Yeah, it's definitely the exact same one. I'm just seeing if there's anything added to the bottom or something. Huh. All right. Anyway. Yeah. Well, you know what? I might end it. I'm gonna have a busy week. Because now we have Monday, Tuesday. Hold on, let me share or let me save this. So it's Monday at 3 p.m. Yeah, it does say Dr. Mark Rubino. Okay. All right. Yep. Okay. All right, guys. I am going to go I'm going to try to put together a timeline and stuff and a map and just do a little bit of research. I don't have anything else I want to share right now. I'm probably just going to skip the trial for tonight so I could research, and then maybe tomorrow we could continue watching day 2 of the trial. We'll at least for sure finish the trial. I don't know if we'll get through all the death penalty stuff before Tuesday. We could try. But I want to go research a little bit or go put together some stuff. Thank you, Amber. Thank you guys for coming. Oh, thanks. Or I did thank you already. Okay. Hey, Duck and Felonies. Hey, Denise. Thank you. Hey, Tempest. Thank you. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be able to put together this timeline and maps and stuff. Then tomorrow I could do like a live on that, which would probably wouldn't be that long, just going through that, and then do another live. We could do the trial. Oh, thanks, Itch the Scratch. Thank you. You're sweet. Hey, Adam. Yeah. Sonia, hope you have a good night. Cheer. Yeah. They think he's innocent. That's what they think. It's crazy. Like, they think that, you know, he was set up, he was forced to confess. Somebody else killed Diana and Christine, but then said that he had to take the fall for it because it's this big organization. It's like, what's like, why do they have to kill them in the organization? I mean, it makes no sense. Delusional, exactly. Delusional. More, yeah, I didn't follow that case, the Charlie Adelson. I don't know much about it. So what did he try to say is like a big conspiracy? Slow Morrison. Thank you, Curious KV. Hey, Lois Cox. Lois Cox. Thank you, Fruit Loopy. AZ Day. AZ Da. Keep the emails coming though. Oh wait, I did want to show you real quick. Remember we were listening to those phone calls yesterday? We listened to the phone call with Mila, and I was like, I wish I knew which one she played on speaker. Is Lewis here? Lewis, where are you? Oh, thanks, Shirley. Lewis, Paige and Lewis. Amanda, hey, because he found this article, or she. Why do I always want to call Lewis she? Probably because the name Lewis. I don't know, but she sent me this yesterday, and it's a part of that article that talks about that news where Mila leaked or did the speakerphone. And it says, the murders of 2 women. It says, throughout the conversation, Wilson professed his love to Montanez, pleading with her to stick by him. You're the best thing in my life, Wilson said to Montanez over the phone. I'm still in shock. I don't even know what's going on. Even after this, you're still the best thing thing ever. You know that. So, hey, Lewis, can you send me the whole article? Because I want to make sure this is actually is this from 2019? And it's not like somebody doing an article on the phone calls recently, right? Because as long as if this is the one from 2019, then it's the one that we listened to yesterday. Isn't that what he said in it? Like, you're the best thing? He may have sent it in a couple phone calls. Because we were just trying to figure out which phone call did she put on speaker. Was it the first call that he confessed to? Or was it one of the ones after where she got him, because a few phone calls, she was trying to get him to say what he did. So was it that he confessed the first time and then she's like, oh, he confessed. And then when the news came, she said, ooh, let's set this up. Yeah, I'll put him on speaker because he already confessed to me once. Like, we'll get him to confess again. Or was it the first phone call? You know, you guys following me? So I just want to know what everybody heard back then, you know, when she did the speaker. But I'd have to make sure that's from 2019. Is Luvis here? Oh, okay. Oh, you did? You linked to the article in the email? Oh, hold on. Was it a new? Hold on. Was it the email that you sent it to me originally? Let me find it. Oh, Luvis, you're the one that sent me. I just found it. You were the one that sent me the screenshot about Mila saying it was the GoFundMe was a scam. Okay. I couldn't find it at first on who sent that to me. Thank you for that. All right, let me try to find that email from yesterday. Hold on. Here, I think this is it. Oh, you did send me the whole article. Wait, is this the article? Oh my God, I'm an idiot. This is that article that I read. Remember, I read it, and that's why I was like, oh my God. This was like, I knew it was Wink. I was saying it was Wink News that must have did the clip. Oh my Lord. Sometimes I have a moment where I don't think. Okay. Yep, we read this, but let's see. It definitely is the one then. Wait, why is it not letting me see the whole thing? Wilson, who's calling her from a recorded phone law. Because you were on a phone. Do I have to subscribe? Maybe I'll do it on my phone. But at least we do know it's the right. It is the one. If this is where you got it from, then it's 100% the right one. So if we could just quote where he said those exact words, if it's only on one of them, we know that was the call. I'll put that on my list to do. I got a long list. All right. But thank you, Luvis. I'm glad you're here. Oh, hit submit again. Okay, hold on. Saying verification expired. Okay, stop it. It's not letting me. Hold on, let me wait. It's spinning. I know sometimes when you do stuff on phones, you're able to get it with this kind of stuff. Like, you're able to get certain articles and you don't have to subscribe, but then when you do it on the computer, you don't for some reason. So I might just open it with my phone. Because maybe that's it. Maybe when I read this, I didn't. It's spinning. It's not letting it go through for some reason. It's okay though, because I showed the part where Luvis pointed out what the quote was, so I have it. So it's all right. I'll try to find which one he says those exact things, and then we know that that's the one. And I think it is the first one, because I know he does say something like that in the first one, like, you're my world, you're my only thing. I think I have too many things up. Oh, why did I just do that? Yeah, anyway. Melanie, I have all the case files I just got from that case too. I haven't even been able to get. I have to go through all those, and I had never actually talked about that case yet, so I don't even know where to start that. I'm tempted to just upload them as pre-records of just the file, just all the files, but like, I've never done a video on it yet. I got so much stuff. I don't know, like, so many other cases. I don't know what to do next, or I could barely have time to keep up with the Wade stuff. I got, 4 kind of 5 because I wanted to do the George and Sarah, but like 4 case files that I'm just been sitting on because I'm doing Wade right now. Oh no, I know, Melanie, it's fine. Maybe I'll just upload it all. But then I won't have time to do the timeline on Wade, so I don't know. I need a local assistant, somebody local that could be here to help me. All right, though. So I'll see you tomorrow, and then Monday and Tuesday. We got dates for 3 days in a row, guys. So, wait. So is there a lot of people that's been following the Soto? Maybe I'll just upload the files just as and you guys. I don't know if you guys want to watch them. I could probably just do it real quick. I don't know. I have to go through them first, but oh, you're doing Watts now, right now, Maura? Oh, dude, I did that for a couple years. The Watts case. Oh my Lord. I started doing a recap on it and then I can't keep up. We were listening to NK interviews and I never continued because I got sidetracked with this case. No, I didn't. Ashley Banfield, what case? Curious. What do you mean? Which case are you talking about? All right, I'm going to go eat some dinner too. I've looked into that one. That one's mysterious. I don't know. It's crazy that we have that video and it's like, gosh. Yeah, I could try. I have a little bit, but I don't know. Yeah, I know, Susie. Me too. Wait, on New Girl? Wait, what are you saying? You talking about the ones that he was in the meth stuff? I had all their mugshots. I don't know. I guess I only shared one picture of each of them as I was reading that article with the meth smuggling, but some of them have a bunch of mugshots. I should have shared them all, but I guess I don't know. Is that what you're talking about? The Bonnie Wiggins, or are you talking about something else? Or is it a new case? Black Swan. You're talking about that case? I kind of watched a little bit of that trial. I just couldn't get into it. Oh, I was thinking that was something else. Okay. No, I didn't. I watched part of the trial. I could not get into it for some reason. It was boring me. It really was. Oh yeah, Bonnie. Okay. Yeah, we read the thing. And then all the other people, but I didn't. Hold on a second. So there was one second. Come on. Rest. I still. One second. Give me a minute. I'll just share them if you want. I have to put them back in. I had them all up. If you want to see, hold on. 1 second. Just the people, the mugshots, if you wanted to see them, Christy. Now, Bonnie, I think Bonnie only has one mugshot from Lee County. I got to look again. Yeah, because this is the one. Daniel Patrick, he was one guy involved, or Daniel McCulloughy, but look how many mugshots he has. But these are some of the guys that were involved in that smuggling. And then this is that Hitchman. Look at, oh my Lord. Wow, that's a lot. It's crazy to watch how they progressed, like with the mugshots getting older. But this was another guy that was involved with it all. And then there's that. This is the Wiggins girl. Actually, hold on one second. Let me find another guy. I can't find that Acosta. I'm going to try to. That was the girlfriend, but maybe she didn't. Did she get arrested? I forget if they ended up arresting her. Because I don't think I was able to find a mugshot of that Lynette Acosta. Yeah, Wiggins only has the one, at least in Lee County. And then the Ed Middleton, he has a bunch too. Look, so these are the guys that were involved in the smuggling. And then, of course, you had I don't know. Oh, the Antonio Del Toro. The father and the son. So the father was the dad that was in there, and then the son was the one that made the run and then got busted. He was the one that jumped over the fence, made the drop off of the drugs, and got paid. They said that people said he got paid in meth or whatever for doing it, right, or something. I don't know. At least that's one of the statements said it. And this is his charge for that. But this is his dad. So his dad's like a part of it from the inside. He was on the outside, but then now he's on the inside. Look, he's still in custody. And so is Hitchman is still in custody. Daniel Patrick McCoy is still in custody. And then, what is her name? Let's see if Bonnie Wiggins is still in. I forget if hers said she was still in. Yeah, she's still in custody too. So they're all still in custody, basically. Yeah. But the person I can't find, which I don't know if she ended up getting in trouble, is Lynette. She must have not have got any charges. I don't think she did, huh? From the incident report, I don't think they said she did. Wait. She was the one. What about DeWitt? Wait. I forgot that DeWitt guy. The one that drove. I don't know. Did he get it? But yeah, they had a little operation there. It looks like they got it in a few times. Then they finally got somebody, anonymous tip. Somebody ratted them out. And then they started looking. Because remember at the beginning, they said some anonymous gave them like a heads up on a note or something. So yeah. But I bet you they did that quite often. Well, at least a few times we see that they were able to find. But I'm trying to find what that DeWitt guy. Do it. So Red was the Del Toro Jr. Hold on one second. I'm just trying to find that DeWitt's first name. Del Toro. DeWitt. There he is. I don't know. It's not a big deal, but they got busted. They've got busted up. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, thank you for hanging out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna go eat some dinner. Wow, it's already 9:30. I haven't even had dinner yet. Have you guys? Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Slow Morrison, right? Yeah, I'd like to. Hey, Sonny, the restoration guy. Hey, Brad, nice seeing you again. Yeah, it's still on. I'm about to end it though. Sorry, I didn't have a ton to share tonight because I got to work. I want to work on some stuff so I could put together some stuff. But I wanted to read that, and then that video that was kind of. So that's supposed to be on tomorrow too, but I don't know when they're going to post it on the page. It might not be to the next day because it doesn't say, like, they never say where it actually originates from. They just post it. I don't know where the live originates from. I just see it after they post stuff on there afterwards. So the Wade supporters, they're supposed to do a live tomorrow, but like I said, they'll post it on the page sometimes like the day after. So we might see it the day after because I don't know where it's originating from. If anybody knows, email me because it doesn't say on there and you can't tell from the actual video who's actually doing it. I don't know if they're doing that on like purposely, maybe, so people like us that aren't supporters don't go over there. It might be. That might be why they do it like that. I don't know. Oh, hey, Jumpsuit. Thanks for stopping in. About ready to end it. But thank you so much for coming in. Thank you, Susie. Husband cooked. Oh, Lois, you went learn at the time of what? Butt flap. That's funny. Elvis? Like Elvis, like the musician? That's probably a stupid question. You're probably meaning somebody I should know, huh? Wait, Elvis. I'm trying to think, is there another? I don't know what you mean, Adam. Elvis. All right, guys, I'm gonna go eat some dinner. Can't believe it's already 9:30. Where did the day go? I don't understand how it became 9:30 already. Ooh, that sounds good. Wait, Bonnie? All right. See the sadness I was feeling. Aw, Scooby. Don't be sad. I know. Sorry it's not a long live this time. But I want to go try to like get some stuff together. So but you guys have a good one. Thanks again, Jumpsuit Pablo, for stepping in. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, you're talking about tomorrow, what time the live, Lois? Is that what you're asking? I don't know. I'm not sure. I will, Sonia. All right, bye guys. Bye H Rivers. Bye Katie girl. Bye honey. I love honey, by the way. Did I tell you I put honey on my pita every morning? Every morning I have my pita and yogurt, and I toast the pita and put honey on it. It's so good. Yes. Oh, you did meet Elvis Presley? I'm not saying I don't know. You know me. Like, when I wake up and I just feel like it, I don't know. I'm bad at like picking a time. Because, like, ideally, I want to do it early so we could watch a lot of the trial, but then look what happens. It ends up being late before I come on. So I don't want to say, and then it'd be late. Hi, Mystical Poncho. Hey, Trisha. Soul, Dark Sea, Kiki. All right, bye, guys.